and welcome to this technology demo of the Semantic Ledger developed by TNO. First, I'll introduce the voice you're hearing. My name is Jeroen Breteler. I have a background in computer science and linguistics, and as of April 2019, I am a blockchain engineer at TNO and also the lead developer of TNO's Semantic Ledger technology. So, what I would like to talk about today is introduce a vision of the Semantic Ledger, demonstrate the application as well as some of the underlying technology, and then show you some opportunities where we might collaborate together. The vision of the Semantic Ledger is to be a tool to improve your present and future collaborations by using accessible, interpretable data. It's called semantic because we use Semantic Web technology, which centers around knowledge models that describe data sets so that the data sets are ready for integration by future collaborators. All of this is standardized by the W3C, which means there's also a growing body of standardized tooling for data validation, transformation, querying, etc. We call it Ledger because we use distributed ledger technology, an umbrella term for blockchain technology, which has the important property of being tamper-proof and thereby transparent in terms of what goes on the ledger and what its history is. And it's a great way of sharing data so that it is open for new and changing collaborations. Now, in the context of the Techruption research project, TNO worked together with the Dutch Central Bureau of Statistics to develop a verifiability application. So the use case here was that CBS publishes statistics reports and wants to improve its transparency. And our flow was to publish also the statistical methodology, making it possible for others to verify what the CBS reports, and to publish this on the ledger so that anyone can access it and can be ensured that the data has not been tampered with post-publication. We wanted the data to be offered in a semantically structured format, but also to allow end users to communicate with the Semantic Ledger in a JSON format. So here I'll demonstrate how one might publish a report. I have a JSON data object in the body. It includes the hashes of the data at every step in the method, as well as some publication metadata. And when I send it with a post call to the endpoint, I get an identifier back. There it is. That makes the data object identifiable on the ledger for everyone. So I might later want to retrieve this publication. I've a second call for that. It's a GET call to a URL that has the identifier added at the end. And if I send this request, then I expect to get my object back. There it is. And once again, it is in a JSON format and it contains all of the information that we had previously. But what happens behind the scenes? So we have our Semantic Ledger application. This was the verifiability application. So you have lots of project-specific specifications there. But behind the scenes, it talks to the Semantic Ledger platform, which is a general solution for any knowledge model and is also the middleman for talking to the actual ledger stack. The Semantic Ledger platform also supports data validation. So the calls that I sent out previously, especially the GET call, get forwarded to the platform. So here you see a log of calls that were made to the platform. And not only are the first two calls retrieval calls of the publication itself, but there's also a call for a validation of this publication. So whenever you retrieve data from the platform, you can be ensured that it's valid according to the semantic specifications. If you retrieve data directly from the platform, then you can also see that it is semantically structured. And I'll show you that here. So now I'm going to post a GET again to this URL that has the identifier. And now I get a different object. It's in JSON LD, which is a specific format for Semantic Web technology. And while it's not very easily readable to the human eye, it's great for analysis because it's a nice data graph. So to sum up, we envision a tool for improving collaborations with easily accessible and interpretable data. We've seen an example of a specific app in the verifiability context where you can simply post and retrieve in JSON, but we've seen that there's a general semantic ledger platform solution that structures the data semantically internally and also supports data validation. So we are actively working to develop the semantic ledger. We have multiple active projects in various contexts. We're interested in supply chain visibility and in auditing by authorities based on the data exchange that occurs between collaborating parties. We have plans to go open source this year, and we also are interested in expanding to various ledger implementations and especially in supporting smart contracts. Another avenue of research will be to support various business logic specifications and be able to generate applications very quickly based on your business logic. So if any of this sounds exciting or you have your own idea for a collaboration, then we very much encourage you to get in touch at the email listed below. Thank you very much.